Good day, everyone. Today I'm going to be speaking about fear and how living in fear can limit your overall experience in life and not allow you to see all the good and all the opportunities that are already there in your life. And how I'm going to speak about this is sharing a dream, the same dream that I have had for many years, and an interpretation of what this dream meant relating to living in fear versus living in faith. And I feel like a lot of you could relate to this and the feelings that I had when interpreting this dream. Okay, so I will dive right in. So one of my first dreams that I can ever remember, all of these dreams, by the way, are about flying. And these dreams were very lucid, so they felt very real and very fun. Flying in your dreams and it feeling like it's real life is like absolutely amazing, by the way, if you've ever done it before. So in one of my very first dreams that I can remember, however long ago, in this dream, I was flying. Like I woke up and I was somewhat in the air, not completely all the way up in the sky, but very close to the ground. And this part is very important, okay, that I'm about to say. So in the dream, when I realized that I was up in the air flying and I looked down at the ground, I thought to myself, no way that I am flying. This is not real. I can't be doing this. Okay? That's what I thought. Those were my thoughts and my beliefs that happened. Okay? And as soon as I dreamt that, or I thought that, sorry, all of a sudden in the dream, my body started floating down towards the ground and I was no longer flying anymore. And then in dreams after that, like on another day, like just throughout the years, I learned, okay, this is what I learned, that one of the next dreams I had, when I was flying in the air, I thought, well, maybe instead of thinking, no way that I'm flying, I can't be doing this, I'll think, oh my God, amazing, yeah, I'm flying. Oh, this is so fun, oh. And so that my thoughts and beliefs would be would have more faith and belief in the fact that I'm flying. So I tried it out in a dream, and lo and behold, I stayed in the sky, and not only that, I was able in my dream to fly even higher and further out. And I've known this, I realized this a long time ago. So now when I have these dreams, you can imagine what I do in my flying dreams. I am flying everywhere. So I found this really interesting and related it to my waking life. And I'm sure you can already guess what that entails and what that means about your waking life. And it is related to everything that I talk about, which is to be mindful of your programming, your thoughts, your beliefs, because all of those create the experience that you're having in the moment. All of those decide what you're going to choose in this moment, what to do. They run the show. And so if we think back to my dream, how did my thoughts influence my reality and my experience? Okay? When I couldn't believe I was flying, I went down to the ground. And when I believed I was flying, I was up in the sky. Okay? And so another, something else that I took from that dream, from these dreams, like a symbolic meaning, was that when I am not believing and I'm falling down and I am on the floor, like on the ground, versus when I am up in the sky and believing. Okay? When I'm down on the ground, like right now I am on the ground and I can only see so much. I'm in my living room. I can only see the box in which I am in, okay, which is not very much. But when I am up in the sky, I have more of a view of everything that's down on the ground. Okay? And so I'll relate this to like waking life. When we believe in ourselves, we're able to experience so much more opportunity, versus when you're not believing in yourself, you have a narrower view of life because you're focused on your fears. Oh, hi, buddy. When we live in fear, we don't allow ourselves to do the things that we always wanted to do because maybe we don't believe in ourselves, right? So we have limited experiences, and yeah, so we don't expose ourselves to a lot of things in life, or a lot of perspectives, a lot of ways of thinking about life in general, because you are just fixed on one mindset. And then when you're believing in yourself, you're more open. So when you're more open, you're not only open to taking on opportunities in your life that maybe otherwise you'd be afraid of, but you're still going to persevere through and try it out. But you're also going to be open in other areas of your life. I mean, areas within your mind, because everything is mental. Which means now maybe you'll be open to understanding other people's experiences. You'll be driving in traffic and somebody cuts you off. And instead of living in your fear mindset, right? Your closed off thinking, your closed off mindset, where you would snap at that person and take it personally. Now you're living in with an open mind and an open heart, where you see more opportunities, you have more thoughts and curiosity about things. And now you're like, maybe that person is in a rush, they're late for work. It has nothing to do with me. And maybe I have no idea, right, why that person cut me off, but it doesn't matter, it's not personal. And now in this very moment, you are experiencing compassion and openness. And so how does that make you feel in that moment? Not frustrated, just chill, and you're like, whatever, you let it go and go on with your day. So back to our dream, my dream. When we are up in the sky, flying, looking down, we can see the whole city, the whole place in which is below where we're flying. Okay, we can see more opportunity, we feel more open, we see different perspectives. Okay, versus when we're down on the ground, living in fear, we don't see a lot of perspectives. We don't see everything that's going on. We don't have a lot of opportunities. So going back to what I said in the beginning, fear limits your experience, and faith allows you to experience all that life has for you, inside your heart, inside your mind, and outside in opportunities, inside your mind where you don't allow things on the outside to get you angry or upset. You let go of things easier. I hope that you enjoyed my dream interpretation today. And I also hope that you remember that living in faith requires you to believe in yourself and have matching thoughts and beliefs that say, I love you, I believe in you, and we can do this, and that you are worthy. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video, and remember to stay mindful.